I think the American people have a right to know if the Vice President of the United States or his family profited from his position as Vice President during the last administration. That's about looking backwards and understanding what really happened. I mean, the fact that my predecessor had a son who was paid $50,000 a month to be on a Ukrainian board at the time that Vice President Biden was leading the Obama administration's efforts in Ukraine, I think is worth looking into. And the president made it very clear that he believes our other nations around the world should look into it as well. I mean, the simple fact is that when you hold the second highest office in the land, it comes with unique responsibilities. Not just to be above impropriety, but to be above the appearance of impropriety. And clearly in this case, there are legitimate questions that ought to be asked. And we're going to continue to ask them, since the American people have a right to know whether or not the Vice President of the United States or his family profited from his position. I mean, you look at the video of Vice President Biden, and you see there was clearly a quid pro quo. He said if a prosecutor was not fired, who among other things was investigating the company his son sat on the board of, that he was going to withhold $1 billion. Contrast that with the transcript of the president's phone call with President Zelensky, where there was no quid pro quo, there was no pressure. And I think it's why most Americans want to get answers about what was going on, and to have Ukraine, particularly as the president said, to get to the bottom of it. And I think that's what the American people would expect and anticipate. But this administration is going to continue to advance the policies and the agenda we were elected to advance. That includes draining the swamp, and that includes demanding that our allies operate honest government in an upright way as well.